Okay, hello everyone. My name is Eric Zinger. I'm the president of the Hartsdale Neighbor Association, and this video is with Chris Valin. Chris is a candidate for Greenburgh Central School District Board of Education. That election is being held on May 18th. That's next Tuesday, May 18th. You can go vote between 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. at Woodlands High School. If you have any questions about the election or who's eligible to vote or where to vote, please send an email to info@hartsdaleneighbors.org, and we'll be happy to answer those questions. So Chris is here. Thank you for joining us, Chris, and participating in this process. We have about 7 questions that we're going to run through. Each answer will have a 3-minute time limit. When there are 30 seconds approaching, I will be holding up this little piece of paper that says 30 seconds. Let's just go ahead and get started. So the first question that we have is, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're running for school board?
Hi, thank you for the forum. I'm Chris Valin. I'm a parent of 2 boys at Woodlands Middle High School. We've lived in Greenburgh for 15 years and have been in the school system all throughout. I'm a past PTA president and board member. I have attended school board meetings and nearly every committee for over 10 years. Why do I want to run right now? I want to help all of the time-stretched parents who want to be more involved or know more of what's going on or have questions or don't feel like they have a voice at the administrative or board level. I want to help those families as well as the children. I see myself as a problem solver. I work collaboratively. If I'm going to make a complaint, I usually follow that up with a suggestion for improvement and a way to get there. And I offer a fresh perspective. I think the school district is on a positive trajectory. I think there are data points we need to look at. But I want to help this new administration. We're at a transition point. So I want to help the new administration keep the ball rolling and keep us moving forward.
Okay, thank you. So the next question talks a little bit about what you just ended on. In what ways do you think our school district is succeeding, and in what ways do you think it needs to be improved?
Well, first I want to give kudos to the district for rolling out remote learning as quickly and as well as they did. Yes, there were bumps in the road, but I think we got over those a lot quicker than many others could. And I do put that down to some foresight that the board had by rolling out one-to-one devices beginning a few years ago. What do we do well? I'm happy that we have a cohesive ELA program now. I think the multisensory Wilson Foundations program is fantastic. That coupled along with Just Words. And all the teachers I've spoken to seem to really love the writing revolution. Greenburgh also has a really strong arts tradition, and hopefully that can continue. The inevitable budget squeezes. People tend to talk about cutting the arts first. I think that's one of the things our district needs to cut last. And I'm especially proud of the fact that we are a fully certified international baccalaureate school through 12th grade. Our first cohort is graduating this year. The one thing I'd like to see improved on that is to strengthen the way that we connect the curriculum to the outside world, especially at the elementary levels. Just to make sure that the children are really embodying what they've learned and taking that with hands-on experiential learning methods to feel like it's they're connecting it to how they're going to live their life. So I want to see those that aspect of IB strengthened.
Okay. The next question we have, what are your expectations of the new superintendent in their first year with the district?
Well, first of all, hopefully we've hired a superintendent who has her own vision and can articulate how children best learn. But the most important thing that the superintendent should do when she comes in is to do a listening tour, to really dive in and listen to the educators, the current administration, to listen to the parents, to listen to the students, and then to take her vision to see where she can fill in the gaps and discard the parts of her vision that don't really fit our district. A lot of people want to come in and throw out the baby with the bathwater, and I think that we have a lot of positive things that we need to make sure continue.
Okay. The next question that we have, can you tell me about a time that you've had a positive influence within a board meeting, committee meeting, or community forum?
Generally speaking, when I'm in a meeting, first of all, I prepare for the meeting. I am respectful. I listen, and as I mentioned earlier, if I have something that I feel is not going right, I tend to offer a solution. I'm not just a complainer. I'm a doer. I would also say, if you are looking for specifics as to how a contribution I've made recently, I've queried whether the anticipated tax revenues were realistic or if they were based on simply a possibly inflated COVID year. I've looked at the different reserve funds that we have and identified some data points that were missing. I've continually advocated for IB until it was put in place. In the past, a couple parents and I were advocating to have 8th grade algebra. That's in place. I could go on, but I think that's a pretty good summary.
Okay, you have the time if you'd like to, but if you're ready for the next question.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what is your greatest strength as a leader, and in what areas would you like to improve your leadership skills?
My greatest strength as a leader, I've never, thinking back to my working life, I've never asked my staff to do something I wasn't willing to do myself. I am a doer. I'm not a talker. So I believe that actions speak louder than words. And I think that that is something that a good leader should embody. It's not just about the chit chat and the buzzwords and being politically correct. You need to put your action into words. Where would I like to improve? Frankly, kind of what we're doing right now. I'm horrible in the spotlight. I actively run away from it. I am not a good public speaker. I am a person who is a thinker and who is a writer, and that's how I think best. So this format is horrible, and I do understand that being a board member is a lot about PR and being out in the public. So this is where I would need to improve.
Okay. The next question set is about the budget. And the budget is the same day. The vote to approve the budget is the same day as the vote for the Board of Education. Speaking on behalf of the Hartsdale Neighbors Association, we're asking and supporting everyone to please vote to approve the budget. So the budget for next year has been proposed, and we hope residents will vote to approve the budget. What do you see as the top 3 budget priorities moving forward?
Okay. Generally speaking, the top 3 priorities don't change from year to year. It's programming, it's safe buildings, and it's doing all of that in a fiscally responsible way. If we're talking about this year specifically, the buildings have to be, there are a few buildings that still need work to make sure that they're safe and ready for students to enter full time. I've been asking about how we can supplement our learning, both whether it's through summer school or additional academic interventions next year. I want to be sure that we're not just taking the bare minimum and we're giving every student that might need that extra little bump, that we're giving them help. And the key to all of this, whether for those specifics or any year, is making sure that the changes we make are sustainable. We can't just throw money at a problem or create these wonderful programs and not anticipate that we don't want them to continue, whether it's after school clubs or academic intervention or hiring new staff. We have to make sure it will be able to exist from year to year.
Okay, and that brings us to our last question here. Anyone interested in learning more about you might search online. What will they find in a Google search, and what would you like to know or tell them about those results?
I'm a very private person, so I don't have social media, and you probably won't find much about me. If you do find my name, you'll find it probably as an attendee at a board meeting in the minutes. You might find people who aren't me, and usually they're male Chris's. But what I hope you find is my website, Vote for Valin, VOTEFORV as in Victor, ALIN.com, voteforvalin.com. Thank you.
Okay, well, I want to thank Chris for participating in this interview with the Hartsdale Neighbors Association. Please make sure that you check out our other candidate videos. We've interviewed all of the candidates, and all of those have been posted online. And just a final reminder that May 18th is the election day. Please make sure to come out and vote. May 18th, that is next Tuesday. So please make sure to come out and vote 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. at Woodlands High School. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you.